So welcome back, everybody. Good to see y'all again. Cheers if you're drinking. I'm having a little Moscow Mule in celebration of the Russian hammer. We left things off last time. We've kind of jumped around in time just a little bit, so we kind of jumped backwards in time and dealt with the interaction between the sickle and Bill, which probably left a lot of questions kind of floating in the air after that little interaction. So I think before we move back to present time, what I might like to do is kind of address maybe that awkward ride out of B Canyon with the sickle and the crew, and just kind of address what happens, because you got hurt, sickle, pretty badly during that process. Now the doc patched you up a little bit, but you still have to go home and heal. So the process between B Canyon and where we ended up with Marcellus Wallace, and then ultimately talking to Tony Rocky Horror, would have been about a day later, because you would have had to take some time to kind of heal up. So you would have had the ride home, which I think you had taken a motorcycle. So you now have a motorcycle, and I think the Hammer had his motorcycle, and then the others kind of drove in probably two separate vehicles. So tell me, I would imagine at this point that you and the Hammer probably headed back to the dojo, and maybe once you guys got back there, why don't we just kind of play out a scene once you guys get back and have a chance to kind of sit there in silence for a few minutes.
Okay, we're gonna act out the silence part too.
Yes.
We usually do. So.
Will you give me $5?
I give you $5 if you can give me a good scene.
Oh God! All right, I'll pay you $5 because I know.
Yeah. So I think the Hammer will be like, maybe we're in the gym, right? Just we said, right? Dojo.
Yep, the dojo.
So maybe I'll walk up to the punching bag, kind of hold it, and go. I know, you know, things don't go right. I kind of want to beat the shit out of something. Let me hold this for you.
If I can do that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah. I'll start out kind of like weak, you know. Like,
Okay.
I'm not really into it. Like, I'm not really into it at first, but I think the more I think about it and the longer I think we're going to talk about it, I don't know if he has any questions for me.
Oh, I will.
If I can remember anything.
I'm just letting you warm up.
Okay.
No, so as you do that, I think the Hammer will kind of slide in there, you know, like, so it seems like you have a history going on with that Bill guy. Is there anything you wanted to share with me? Want to talk about?
It says Bill, I hit it a little bit harder. So he doesn't know anything. Hammer doesn't know anything. I haven't told him.
From what I think you and I had spoken about, is that was a part of your life that you just didn't want to talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
And the mere fact now that you have actually had to come face to face with this guy in front of somebody that you've been spending the last couple of months with, is probably eating at you a little bit.
Right. All right. Well, says Bill, and I just start punching a little bit harder. And Bill found me on the streets. He took me in when I was at my lowest, and taught me my skills that I have. Put me to work in his assassins. Is it a guild? His assassins squad.
Oh, so that's where I know you've been keeping some of your background, didn't want to touch. I know you've been sensitive about some of your background, so that explains a lot, you know, and where you get your skills from. I mean, what went wrong? I mean, obviously you're not there anymore, you know. I mean, what?
I saw what he could do. Where'd I go? I saw. Ooh, I'm a ghost. Sorry. Let me see if I can get rid of that.
This scene's getting artsy.
I know. There we go. I saw what he could do to people that he supposedly cared about. Punch in the bag.
Yeah, he's got a weird way of showing, you know, reunion with an old friend. That's for sure.
He murdered the woman he supposedly loved, and I saw it, and I knew that could happen to me, and so I left. I never went back. I hadn't seen him since then until today. I didn't want to go see him.
Yeah, well, it's brave of you to do that for us, you know, and just try to focus on, your new life now. About that Bill Bastard. I'm just gonna call him Bill Bastard from now. Is that cool? We'll train, and you ever, you don't need to. Hopefully, you never have to meet him again, or maybe, if you ever meet him again, maybe we'll be able to show him do something with that sword of his.
Yeah, the next time I meet Bill, he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, well, sometimes you need that drive to get through things. Especially in our line of work.
All right, so we'll dissolve that scene. So you've gotten a little bit more information on your friend the sickle. Now, if you recall, he did refer to her on numerous occasions by a couple of different names. One of those was seemed to be the most prominent, was Mamushi. So you might just take note of that. And that's different than the name that you know her by. Okay. So
I'm gonna look it up. Sorry.
At this point, we'll kind of fast forward to the time just after you guys had been with Tony Rocky Horror. And at that point, I think you guys had decided that you were going to be traveling to Chinatown, to the Grand Star Jazz Club, which is right next to the Bruce Lee statue, near the entrance of this particular kind of 4-block area of Chinatown. The Grand Star Jazz Club has been a cornerstone of Los Angeles' Chinatown since 1946. It's one of the hottest spots in downtown LA, and it serves up a heavy mix of hip-hop DJs and live entertainment on a weekly basis. Located in the heart of Chinatown's Central Plaza, the traditional Chinese gateway, adorned with red tile shingles, stands at the entrance to this 4-block area. Just beyond lies a tribute to one of the greatest martial artists ever captured on film, an 8-foot golden statue of Bruce Lee. The streets in this area are lined with hanging red papered lanterns, and this particular stretch of Chinatown has a bit of a 50s vibe to the ambiance. And after your visit to Jackrabbit Slim's, it may just be that everything seems to have a little bit of a 50s influence right now, because that place was a little bit over the top. But the Grand Star is a rather unassuming club from its appearance on the outside. It's a boxy, stucco building with red trim and a simple acrylic light-up sign touting the name above the door. There are signs of the popularity of the club outside. You see the posts for the velvet ropes, but tonight is a weeknight, and this is mostly known as a weekend hotspot for the club hoppers. During the week, it mostly caters to the locals. And the locals, in this case, are likely members of the Dragon's Fang. So from where you're positioned on this map, just off to your right in this area, just over here, would be the Bruce Lee statue, and that stands just right at the gate of the entrance to this little plaza. The front doors to the club are located right there. So what do you guys want to do?
So, how you guys want to handle this?
Kick the door down, barge in.
I mean, I'm always down for that. But I did get shot last time. I did.
Here it is.
Yeah, maybe we should try to play it a little smarter this time.
Yeah, we could, just walk in and act like we're, going to the club.
Yeah, go in like we belong.
We're
I
doing
love old Hollywood with the cat stole.
Okay, so you mentioned that you were gonna try doing that at Jackrabbit Slim's. Do you legitimately want to try to do that with the cat?
Yes. Cat's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I will admit that.
Yeah.
But I'm strong.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what I think I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll a performance roll, or
As the chairman?
no, maybe. You don't have. Let's see here. Yeah, you do. You've got animal husbandry as an action. You command your companion to use second wind action. Okay, so that won't do it.
Yeah, what does one roll to wear a cat as
To wear a cat.
an accessory?
No, it was going to be a performance.
Successfully.
It was going to be a performance roll, but I'm not so sure that the cat would really understand that.
Chairman,
So-
act natural.
I think I'm going to have you roll performance.
Okay.
Just to see if you can pull it off. I think that your bond with the cat is enough for him to do what you're asking it to do. But it's whether or not you're able to physically pull it off and not make it look like he weighs, probably what, 40, 50 pounds.
Yeah. So what about athletics? To carry it off with ease.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
That's a much higher score than my
Then
performance.
performance. Yeah, I remember you falling in the last one. Oh dear. All right, so a 10. Okay. All right, well, we'll see how that goes for you.
Okay.
So you guys just kind of want to go in and scout the place out? Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, the door right here, I'll click that open for you so you guys can enter. And you can kind of make your way in and kind of walk around in the main bar area there. Inside the club, you're kind of taken aback by the sheer simplicity of the decor. The club is dimly lit, and it's a smoky venue with low-lit tables and booths scattered throughout the room. There's a stage along the left wall that's got a worn red velvet curtain, and the walls are covered with photographs of the local DJs and musicians that have played the venue over the years. The ceiling tiles above you are stained and moldy, and the floor is a chipped linoleum that reveals patches of the original hardwood floor underneath in various places. Your feet make a sound like packing tape as you walk across the sticky floor. There's a few papier-mâché dragons and Chinese lanterns hanging about, but other than that, it looks like any other typical dive bar that you've ever been to. All right, so as you guys are going through there, the place is filled with, I mean, when I say filled, there are people there, but not a huge amount of individuals. One thing you notice right off the bat, though, is that all of the folks that are in here right now are Asian, most likely Chinese in descent. And they're all male, and they're dressed in kind of short sleeve button down shirts with various Asian patterns embroidered or printed on them. Some of them wear casual suits and ties. And as you guys walk in and kind of spread out the way that you are, the tension in the room is palpable. Before you guys walked in there, everybody was kind of talking. They were smoking, drinking, making toasts and clinking glasses. But as soon as you guys walked into the room, everybody got quiet, and all of their attention has suddenly turned on you guys.
Yeah, we totally fit in.
Tough room, huh?
Especially Marshall just barreling in there.
Yeah, all the way to the back.
I went straight to the. Is that the bar back there? That's what I was going for. Was the bar?
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
the bar there. There's a bartender back behind there, Chinese.
Okay. Can I wave him over?
And he's just kind of standing there.
Excuse me. Can I order something here?
What you want?
You have sake?
Yeah, I got sake.
Great. Well, can I get some for me and my friends?
Yep. How many you need?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. You keep one for yourself.
Mighty kind of you.
Oh, well, thanks. This is it's a pretty neat place. We've never been here before.
Well, I could tell that from the moment that you walked in.
Yeah, that obvious, huh?
Hmm.
Am I not dressed right, or?
Yeah, it's just not the usual night for folks like you.
What do you mean?
And he looks around the room at all the other guys, and he looks back at you.
I'm just pretending. I know. I get it. Yeah.
Doc, this guy that's over here kind of approaches you, and he speaks to you in Mandarin. Hey, homie. What you doing bringing these whiteys up in here, huh? It's a fucking Tuesday night.
They're cool. We're just taking a break from work, and we just thought we'd get a drink. I wanted to, keep it in the neighborhood and spend some money.
You should fucking know better. Tell these motherfuckers to come back on Friday. They ain't welcome here.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I guess I forgot the schedule. Can we just have like one drink and then I'll get him out of here?
He puts his hand on your shoulder and squeezes, and he says, I told you to tell him to take a hike.
Okay, jeez. Give me a minute.
Hammer, you're right behind him as that's happening, and you can't. I'm not even going to make you roll. I mean, you can't help but notice that he's got his hand on the dock and squeezing pretty hard because you actually saw the dock wince just a little bit. And he's speaking to him in Mandarin, so you don't know what he's saying. But whatever he's saying seems to be a bit threatening to your companion here.
Yeah, and I'll just say, hey guys, I forgot. It's kind of like, when you go to a bowling alley and you can't bowl because it's league night. It's kind of the way it is here now. So, maybe we can just like shoot these sakis real quick and hit the trail. They're getting ready to have like a special event, and we should probably go.
Everything okay, Doc?
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's kind of a neighborhood business, and they got a thing going on tonight that they're not open to the public, basically.
I'm gonna it's so reckless, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna put my hand on the other guy's, the guy who's gripping his shoulder. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and grip and go, "Hey, how you doing, man? Is this how you greet people?" I'll squeeze.
Okay. When you do that, you put your hand on his shoulder, and he immediately comes up with a hand and just wraps your arm, forearm right up in here. You got an 18 to hit, which I think bypasses your defense, right?
Yeah, well, the only thing, it depends. I guess if it's an attack of opportunity, I have a thing that allows me to use a reaction to defend against it.
Against the attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go for it.
Well, it's automatic.
Oh, it's automatic? Okay.
Once per turn, yeah. It's one of the feats I took.
All right, and what does that do then?
It just, well, let me look. Find it real quick. As a reaction, you can cause one opportunity attack made against you to automatically miss.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So how do you want to do that? So he brings his arm up in an attempt to basically swat your arm away is really what he was going for.
So what would that be when if a miss? I guess would it work if I just evade it and put my hand right back there?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
let's just do that.
And then for grabbing him the second time, since he's basically kind of initiated a little mini combat here.
Oh, so it's like a grapple then?
Yeah, go ahead and make a grapple. And that's a contested strength athletics roll. Ooh, wow. Look at that. Yeah. All right, but you won because even it was just 1 point. You've got his shoulder. So when he did that, he kind of flipped around. So now instead of grabbing like his right shoulder, you're grabbing his left shoulder. So you've got him like face to face now.
Okay, cool. I imagine it's like old school. I was like, that's fun. That was fun.
So I'll give you a moment to do what you want to do, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh, I don't know. What do I want to do? Oh, I'm going to cause this all going to shoot out, aren't I? I don't know. Does Doc do anything? Are you going to be like, are you cool? Are you watching?
I don't know.
You got mixed feelings? You're like, I don't know.
I wasn't going to start fighting. I wasn't really planning on.
We're not
on a ruckus
fighting
just yet.
No, I'll just kind of chuckle and be like, it's like we're just playing, right? We're all friends here. Yeah.
You just tell them we're all friends here.
Yeah, I'll just kind of chuckle. I mean, it's got a kind of a passive aggressive aspect, but it's also kind of like, it's okay, it's all good. We're friends here, right? We could get you a drink.
And he says, "You're no friend of mine." And he does an open palm strike to your sternum.
Here we go.
Jeez. You're so unfriendly here. I'm going to give him a bad Yelp. I guess Yelp did it.
So he
1 star.
reels back and basically throws that open palm at your chest. It hits, but it doesn't hurt. And you just take a full frontal blow and don't even budge. And at this point, everybody else kind of lights up, and if they were sitting, They are now standing and then turning into your group. And it looks like it may be time for initiative. So if you go to the...
Oh my gosh, there's so many of them.
there's a lot. Go to the combat tracker, which is the 2 swords there, and then find your character and then roll the 20-sided die for initiative. It'll roll for you there. I'll let you guys go first, and then I'll roll for these schmucks.
So I don't know if it's going to help me any, but I do have a feat
God.
called
You're
On
mean.
I do
Evil.
have a feat called On Edge that allows me to re-roll an initiative roll. I just have to take it though. Is that okay?
Yep, that's fine.
Well, let me do that, or do I have to? Just
I think if you right-click on yourself, see if it will allow you to re-roll in the combat tracker.
No.
Okay.
So
I can do it. So it's just a complete re-roll, and you have to take it, right?
yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know if it's good.
All right, well, it's a little better.
A little better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we go to the top of the initiative. We're going to go with one of the gangsters. And it's one of the guys that the... Yeah, go ahead.
Aren't you glad, guys, we didn't just bust into the door?
Yeah, nice and subtle this time.
Gotten it over with, guys.
So it's this guy here at the back of the room, right back in here at the booth near the stage. And you see him take a bottle off of the table that's in front of him and smash it. And he comes running in, jumps on this table, leaps over to the next, and does a spinning kick with his right foot aimed at the hammer's head.
That just seems like overkill.
It
Just
is,
trying
isn't
too hard.
it?
Very performative.
Very dramatic for a Tuesday.
That's the problem. They haven't drank enough alcohol. See, we could do that. You just haven't drank enough.
And it's a critical failure.
Yeah, too much alcohol.
When he jumps on that table that's right next to you, he sets it off balance and just it topples backwards, and he goes ass over tea kettle and hits the floor right behind.
Is the room like quiet and we're all just staring at him? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. The whole room goes silent. Everybody looks over
Nobody
at
else
him.
has moved.
And then all the rest of the guys in the room go. And it is now a face-off.
a regular kung fu movie.
All right, from
Everybody
the other
just come.
room, we've got a guy that is going to be coming in 1, 2. Let's see here. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he comes running into the room, gets to about right there. And then we go to the marshal.
Okay. Nobody's pulled like a weapon, right? Just a broken
Not a weapon,
bottle, and he
yeah.
landed on his butt. Okay.
Yep.
Do I have to wait for initiative to hide under the table closest to me?
Yes.
Okay. So I've got the sickle next to me. I'm right next to a gangster, right?
Yep.
Okay. Is the sake arrived?
The sakis have been laid out on the bar in front of you.
Okay. Do I have time to just shoot all 6 of them? Just bam, 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 bam.
I
Or
don't
2
know
of them
that
at
you-
least?
I don't know that you can pull that off,
Yeah, okay.
but you could certainly shoot one of them. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take one of them, throw it back, and then I'm going to cup it in my hand, and I'm
Mhm.
going to smash the guy in the face right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do I need to roll for that? Let's see.
That would be.
That'd be...
It would be like an unarmed strike.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now, technically, it's a improvised weapon, which I don't think you're proficient at, but because it's so small, we'll treat it as a punch.
Okay. Where is unarmed? I don't see it. Where am I looking?
Mine's under inventory weapons.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Unarmed strike. Okay.
Mhm.
And that's one-handed.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to roll a one-handed attack, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was no good.
10. All right, let's see what his defense is. Yep. You throw that in his direction, facing him, and he swiftly just kind of moves to the side and throws a hand up to block.
Okay. I go, oh!
And the jukebox is playing Kung Fu Fighting.
Of course it is.
All right, so we go to another gangster. This guy's over in the corner of the room in a booth. He jumps up on that table over to here and leaps to this table, to this table, to this table, and learning nothing from his buddy is going to attempt to grapple the dock by jumping on his, or not the dock, the hammer, by jumping on his back. So again, this will be a contested strength plus athletics. And got a 10.
I'm sorry, what do I need to roll?
Strength plus strength athletics roll.
Okay.
15. All right.
15.
So you hear this guy, ha, 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 and you take one look at him and then just step aside, and he just goes flying over top of you, lands on the fallen table next to his buddy. Right.
That table's taking out a lot of people.
You need to use that table as a weapon.
Oh, I will.
It's on our side.
Hammer, it's your turn.
Yeah. I'm just looking at my new skills and making sure what I got. So I get a reaction against any attack opportunity against me. And any opponent I hit can't do an opportunity attack against me. And okay, and anything with boxing gives me an advantage with strength, dexterity, constitution. So I would add an advantage for what I just rolled. Sorry, I'm just glancing real quick because we leveled up. Okay. So the original dude who started this whole thing is right next to me, right? So
it's this guy here. Well, yeah, the one that started the whole thing, yeah, right next to you there.
Yeah. I'm going to, I guess what I should do probably is pictures. I'm going to do a reckless attack. I think
Yeah, it gives you advantage on attack rolls with melee weapons until the end of your turn.
Yep. And I'm not gonna grab a table yet. I'm just gonna go ahead and do a few boxing moves, like a jab cross and a big old hook on him and see what happens.
Okay.
Cool. So for this, just unarmed attack, do I click what part do I click on this thing here?
If you go to the
roll one-handed attack.
Roll one-handed attack. Yeah, you got it.
Okay. So I got an advantage, right? So all right. 21.
All right, 21. Cool. And that certainly beats his defense. So go ahead and roll damage. 6.
So how'd that look?
Well, that looked pretty good. I'm going to pull this up here and I'll show you just how good that was. You take one punch at this dude and he goes flying backwards and lands in the little crevice in between the steps that lead up to the stage and the stage itself. And his nose just explodes in just a torrent of blood. And you have taken that dude out. He lands completely unconscious. And he's out of the fight.
So I'll be like, damn, I didn't get to land a Hoe combination. Maybe next guy.
Another one next to you.
All right, cool.
Now, do you have more actions?
Oh, I don't know. Do I? I guess I just get the standard, right? I guess I can
Right.
move.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had like you were saying about like a 1-2 punch with a jab or something. I didn't know if that was
Well,
a
I just mean
special ability.
descriptive aspect of the deck. I know.
Gotcha.
No, I don't think so. Unless I get any kind of I might get an attack opportunity depending upon what people do coming
Gotcha.
up to me and stuff. Yeah.
All right. So, Bloodhound, then it comes to you.
Am I being threatened by anyone in particular?
Right now, no. Their attention right now is pretty much drawn onto the men at this point. They do not see women as a threat.
Sexist. It can pay.
I was going to say, show them they're wrong.
You underestimate me at your peril. So let's see. How close am I to the nearest villainous-looking chap?
You're about 10 feet away from this guy that's at the bar. Well,
Okay.
these two guys that are at the bar right here, and then the one that's right next to Hammer over here. Back behind you, there's a guy in between these two tables here, and then across the table from you here.
Okay. With the two gangsters at the bar being a pretty big target between them,
Mhm.
I think I will. Let me do this. I'm gonna rouse the chairman.
Mhm.
Its head is over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up his hind legs
Uh-huh.
and whip him around, release him in a pounce.
All right. I think that'll be a athletics roll for you.
Okay, we'll save the sound effects until I find out what we rolled. So that is athletics for me.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right, so a 9. All right, so you whip him. He doesn't necessarily go in the direction that you're wanting him to. So you've at least released him, and so Chairman Meow basically lands on top of the table that's next to you right here. But he still has an action, so you can act as Chairman Meow. He probably looks back at you quizzically like, I was sleeping.
Did you tell her about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know what.
I'm sorry. I should say that during an action scene. I was gonna just remember that somebody wrote up a stat out.
Oh,
set
that's
it out.
right. Yeah. Somebody decided
Yeah.
to stat out your cat on one of the Everyday Heroes websites.
Yeah. So your cat's got a fan.
Excellent. Well, I guess that was fairly awkward. So it's going to scrabble over the tablecloth if there's one, or knock everything off of there and probably slide right off. And then maybe leap onto the bar.
Okay. So Chairman goes here, and then he leaps over to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then knocks off each of the remaining
Sakis.
Drink them fast.
All right. So from you, we go to the next gangster, which is next to the marshal. The marshal is the one that you actually made the strike towards. So he has blocked your hand. He grabs it and then pulls you towards him in order to just punch you in the chin.
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
I was just asking him if he wanted a drink, like this one.
I got a 6. So he pulls you in and you kind of just dodge just a little bit, and his fist is like right next to your face. So I mean, this is all like happening like, you know.
So he goes, whoo, and I go, whoo. Cool. We're like the Wiffle brothers.
And we go to another gangster. This is the one next to the hammer currently. And he throws a kick to your knee. And he got a 6. God dang, these guys are terrible.
I'm okay with that.
So
the worst kung fu gangsters ever.
Again, it hits you, but does no damage. You just kind of look down at it and look at him, and he's like, oh. We go to our next gangster. And that's the one near Chairman Meow, who now has kind of been distracted by this cat, and he's turned around and looking directly at the cat at this point, not sure exactly what to do. The next gangster is directly across from the Bloodhound, and he has now seen that the Bloodhound has actually, made an aggressive move with the feline. And throwing confusion aside, begins to step in towards the Bloodhound with an attempt to grab you by the back of your coat that you're wearing. Are you wearing like a hoodie? Or more of like a rain jacket type thing?
Yeah, something just lightly trench coaty, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe animal skin.
All right, so he got a 16. What's your defense?
Oh.
Or actually, that would be a contested. Now, you could do strength athletics, or you could do dex acrobatics.
Oh. Dex sounds fun.
Okay. Yep. So then you would roll on acrobatics. All right, and you see him coming and just kind of spin around and then face off with him. He doesn't make purchase on you. We're going to go now to the next gangster. He circles around the fallen table and comes over to the hammer and throws a karate chop at your neck.
Gosh, so rude.
And fails miserably.
Please tell me he trips over the table.
Trips over the table. And basically falls in between your legs. This is awful.
Oh, anybody raised up from a prone attack next to me gets an opportunity to attack, by the way, so you know. That's one of my feet things. My punishment.
This dude, I think he's got to go in for the Bloodhound. He comes flying over this table in an attempt to tackle you. So again, it'll be another strength versus your acrobatics. Got a 20 that time. So if you'll roll acrobatics to try to dodge out of the way on that one. 9. Okay, all right. So in this case, he is able to tackle you, which sends the both of you flying back into the table directly behind you. And he's basically essentially on top of you at this point. Sickle, you're up.
Okay, the guy next to me on the map, he's still there.
Uh-huh.
He's still... Okay, what's he doing? Is he just watching?
He is looking at this cat. Like,
He's
what the
facing the
fuck?
cat. Okay. All right. Chairman's just staring at him, just hissing at him. I don't know, standing there.
Salivate.
Anything going on?
Salivating.
So is he stalking him?
Is he stalking him, Christy?
Yeah, he's in a little bit of crouch ready position.
All right. I'm just gonna pull out my comma and stab the guy in the side because he's distracted. Just like-
Okay.
Actually, first I'm gonna reach over the bar and grab like a bottle of sake or some sake or whatever. Whiskey. Let's do whiskey.
Okay.
Take a swig and stab him because distracted, right?
Yeah.
You're escalating it.
I am. I think that table did more than that. Someone needs stats on that thing.
We should bring this table with us. It'll be our team table.
Draw a
We're gonna have to
picture
give it
in the style.
We're gonna have to give it a code name.
Yes.
Carry it like a Captain America shield.
There you go, Hammer. There's your new
Oh, yeah. Shield and hammer. There we go.
Okay. I'm gonna roll one-handed normal, or is he distracted so I have an advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that, sure.
Thank you.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, well, look at that. All right, roll your damage.
Oh, I forgot that. Sorry.
And actually, it wasn't
Did I do that wrong?
a critical. No, you were fine. Yeah, you're fine. So you throw the whiskey back, pull out your comma, and just go shink. And are you hitting him in the front or behind?
Oh, let's see. Left hand, whiskey, right hand. Do you think I'm
Yeah, if he's
to the right?
he's facing the bar.
Yeah.
So are you going to hit him in
I
the
think in the
chest or in the
front.
back? Okay.
I think in the front.
All right. So
No, maybe in the back.
in the back.
In the way.
All right, cool. All right, so you throw the whiskey back, spin around, and hit him in the back, and it goes directly through his chest. And he has been like just staring at this cat, like, what? And then he looks down, and he looks back up at the cat, and he goes, "Oh no!" and
Right on the
just
bar.
lays his head right on the bar, right in front of the cat.
I reach up and pet Chairman.
And he is out of the fight.
Yay. I hope these weren't the guys with the information.
Maybe
Just-
one of them is.
Just that one.
What about all the table casualties? Could have been one of those.
All right, so guy in the opposite corner is going to take a run in, and he, so many tables, jumps up on this table and does like an axe kick down on the hammer.
So rude.
I don't think these people like you, man.
I don't think so. They must hate Russians.
And got a 6. These tables are not very sturdy. So he loses his balance as well and goes flying and ends up back here. Our next gangster is over at the booth on this side. He's just going to kind of reposition because it's getting awful crowded there in that center area, and coming close to the bloodhound and the gangster that has a hold of her. Doc, it comes to you next.
Right. Is the table that the guy just fell off of, is it still standing? Like, did it just like wobble and he fell off of it?
It toppled as well.
Okay. Then in that case, the guy that the marshal is occupied with,
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm so close, I'll reach in my pocket and grab a syringe and just go to stabbing with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just anywhere I can gain purchase with that. And it's a syringe of fentanyl. So what would I roll for that?
Well, I think that would go under your dangerous stuff, I think.
Okay.
If you go to the inventory,
Yep.
And then one-handed.
And just normal, no advantage, right?
Right. Ooh, look at that.
Oh.
You take the syringe out and stick it right in the side of his neck and pull the plunger, and you can roll damage.
Okay. And that is that also under us? Okay, I see.
All right. What is the effect that fentanyl would have on him, you think?
It's enough. Like it's a really powerful, really addictive sedative, and it would, if it's based on how big he is, it will either put him into cardiac arrest, or at the very least, it will make him incapacitated and unconscious or dopey.
Okay. All right. So you hit him with the syringe, and he's been in this kind of hit and miss with the marshal, and he's in this kind of pose where he's got his fist right up against the marshal's face almost, and then you hit him with it and he goes, ow, and topples and falls to the ground. This is way more comical than I was actually intending it to be.
Have you met us before?
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not you. It's not you. They're the ones that are the comic relief.
Really bad at this. Really bad.
Got another gangster from the lobby that is now moving into the room and kind of joining the fray. And he ends up over here. And I think that brings us back around to the top. Yep, so it does. All right, so which guy is this? We go back to the gangster that toppled the table at the very top of the combat. He now is scrambling to kind of get up, which is
he adjacent to me? Like
he's
that would trigger...
not. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. He's a little bit, he's about 10 feet away from you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so I think you have to use an action to go from prone to, or is that a movement action?
I think, I feel like you do, unless you have some ability.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he is going to spend his action just righting himself and taking a little bit more of a defensive pose and kind of looking around and trying to make himself look cool.
Anybody see that? Surely.
And then we'll go to the marshal.
Okay, so the dude that I was in a scuffle with has been knocked out.
Mm-hmm, correct.
Okay. And we've got this guy right here. Am I clicking on him? Can anybody tell?
Fell off the table, yep.
Okay, so is he incapacitated?
Nope. He's in the process of trying to right himself as well.
Okay. And is the table tipped over? Like if I was to pick it up, could I kick it into him? Like pick it back up and then kick it so it just goes right into his head as he's trying to get up?
Yeah, probably. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to try to do that cool move.
Okay. Make a strength athletics, I think.
Wait, which one? Strength or athletics?
Well, do you have improvised weapons as a...
No.
You don't? Okay. I say let's just do strength athletics so that you don't get like a negative.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I see. Strength athletics. Okay, so what do I click on? The little dots?
The athletics.
Click on
just
athletics.
The word athletics. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wish me luck.
Nope. Actually, it might just do. So do your unarmed strike for damage.
Okay.
Roll one-handed, roll damage. Okay, yeah. So roll
unarmed
damage strike. And then give yourself a... It says extra turns. Give yourself a +1 on that.
Okay. Didn't do anything to him, but yeah.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So he's in the process of getting up. You reach down, pick up the table, and just kind of kick it in his direction, right?
Yeah, so if the table was like on its side like this, I
Yeah.
got it back up like that, and then I kicked it as hard as I could, so it would basically just go into him.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
straight up, but the thing kind of.
I want the top,
side
like,
of
the
table.
flat part of the table
Right.
to just take his teeth out or
Okay.
something.
Cool. Yeah. So he's in the process of pulling himself up, and then all of a sudden, this table just gets scooted right in his face, and hits him right in his mouth, knocks a couple of teeth out.
Okay, cool. It worked.
From the marshal, we go to the other gangster that fell off of the table. And he is going to skirmish around towards the marshal, and basically in a slamming move try to slam your head down into the bar behind you. 14. What's your defense? Marshall, what's your defense?
Oh, sorry, 15.
15. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So he grabs hold of your head and he pushes you down this way, but you just have enough strength to where you just stop just right above it.
Is there a little cup of sake there? I can go.
Hammer.
So who's all, like, the people adjacent to me? Are they on the ground? Are they standing? Or
This guy right here is between your legs.
Okay.
This one right here is the one that kicked you in your knee, and he's still got his leg kind of up against your knee and just looking up at you.
So I want to, if I have improvised weapons and stuff. If I took like the chair and slammed into him, like, what would I roll? Like, what's the damage on that for my hands? I don't know.
Let's see here. I would probably say, let me pull up your character sheet and something else here real quick. Give me 1 second. I would say that would be a medium hurtful thing. So you now have a medium hurtful thing on your sheet.
Okay. I'll be like, why don't you take a chair? And I grab a chair and slam him with it. Let's see if that works. What's the advantage of two-handed versus one? I guess I can click it.
I think it just gives you more damage, doesn't it? Yeah.
So I want to recklessly, when I say that, I grab it with both hands and slam it right into his leg, kind of like how he kicked me, and see what happens.
All right. Ooh, 21. Okay. Roll damage.
And 11.
Oh my God. All right. You swing that thing around and hit him on the side of the head, and you hear his neck go crack, and he just falls to the ground. I mean, just snap that dude's neck.
Hell yeah. That's why they call me the Hammer.
Bloodhound comes to you.
So this gangster is on top of me, on top of the table, and
Yep.
the table is not.
The table has kind of fallen as well, so you've kind of got your back up against the table, and he's kind of got you leaning up against it.
Got it. Okay. I have a knife in my boot,
Mm-hmm.
as you do, and so I'm just going to bend my knees, like slide down the table a bit, grab it, and then jab him in the leg.
Okay, make an athletics roll for me first. Oh, that's exactly what you needed. Yeah, all right, so you're able to just kind of reach down and grab, and then now you can make your attack.
Would that be like a one-handed attack?
With the knife, yeah. So if you go to your inventory, yeah, there you go. Ooh, 23. Roll damage.
Okay. Does my intention matter, or is it all numerical?
What is your intention?
Well, I know where the femoral artery is, and I do not intend to kill him. Just give him like a really good story. 20.
Okay. All right, sure.
It's a normal roll, right?
Yep. All right. 3. All right, so you hit him you said the thigh, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's grabbing hold of you and kind of holding tight, and you slide that thing in, and he goes, and just starts to let out a girly scream. Chairman Meow.
So we still have this gangster here next to the sickle?
Yep.
Okay. I think the chairman's just gonna try to get up on top of his head because it's higher and it's nice to get a view. So just don't.
All right. And are you going to claw while you do that, or?
Yeah. You need. It's a very small target area to loop on his head, so.
All right. So make an attack with the claw. If you pull up his character sheet, you'll see claw down up there at the bottom, and it says +2 to hit. Hit the +2 to hit to roll that. All right. Okay. So Chairman Meow leaps and just barely misses and lands on the table and does his little tap dance on the table to kind of steady himself there. He's not used to fighting indoors, I don't think.
Yeah, it's very awkward.
All right, our next gangster is actually the one that Chairman Meow tried to attack. And he reaches back behind him, grabs a bottle, smashes it, and is just holding it towards Chairman Meow. And he's not actually attacking it, but he's just got his arm out, kind of trying to hold it at bay. He's not real sure what to do. And then our next gangster is on the other side of Chairman Meow. And he hears his buddy screaming, and he takes a little bit of a step back and in this direction right here to kind of distance himself from the crazy cat and the crazy cat lady. And our next one is underneath the hammer right now, and he is attempting to get up, which means that you would have an attack of opportunity.
Nice. Can I just use that chair still?
Yep. Well, what's left of it.
What's left of it? If it does the same amount of damage, I'll go. If it's sturdy enough, I'll use it again.
Yeah, I think you probably could.
And
depending on how you use it, it may be a piercing attack.
Yeah, I'm not going to do smash. That seems like overkill. And then I won't have a chair for sure. You know what? There's a lot of chairs. Why not? Let's smash. I'm recklessly attacking some. All right, let's try that. See what happens. I'll be like, stay down. Stay down, comrade. All right.
Yep, that certainly did it. Roll your damage.
It's this plus 1d6, or yeah, 1d6. I'm not doing a power attack, so. Oh shoot, I didn't do the 1d6. Roll that too. Not much of a difference, but okay. 10 total.
Okay. All right. So that you come smashing down on his back, and it obliterates the chair. But you hear a cracking sound when you come down on top of him as well, and he lies there lifeless. Sickle, it's to you.
So I'm gonna just continue and with the momentum and spin and get that other guy in the face.
Just call him Bill.
I just see Bill in everybody's face now.
I feel like if this is Tarantino, you would like suddenly see everybody's face.
Yeah,
all the
everybody
enemies
would
is
be Bill. Yes, definitely. Let's see, where is it? One-handed. There it is. Advantage because he's distracted, maybe again.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can't hurt to ask. Okay. Damage? No. Yes.
Yeah, that beat his defense. Yeah, okay. Now, what were you doing again? Sorry.
I just continue the momentum of my spin and just get him in the face.
Okay, all right.
One.
All right, so you spin around one more time, come spinning in with the comma as he is facing off with the cat, and he's got his mouth open, and it just goes hot, and just goes right through his mouth, out the back of his head.
Disgusting.
Does the cat reach out and bat the top of the head off before the body drops?
And then we go to our next little gangster. That was the one on the opposite side of the table from the dock that just got his teeth knocked out by the table. So I don't think he can actually do anything. So we're going to bypass him. And it's the other one next to the bloodhound. He reaches down and grabs hold of your jacket once again. So the other guy has loosened his grip on you at this point, so you're free to react to that. So he's going to make a strength. You can make your acrobatics once again. Oh, you got a 19. All right. Okay, so he grabs hold of your jacket, but that's it. It doesn't do any damage, but he has a hold of you. Doc, you're up next.
So there's still the guy that's to the left of the marshal, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do the tables have like those little like red glass
Yeah,
candelabra
absolutely.
things?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is there one within reach that I could grab, either off the table next to me or off the floor?
Yep, behind you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of reach back and grab that and then throw that towards the face of the gangster next to the marshal.
Mm-hmm.
And on our level up, last time I got the skill of perfect throw,
Okay.
which, let me take a look at it. Makes it so that I don't need to throw or don't need to roll to hit it. I just roll for damage, I believe.
Oh, okay. Cool. Let's see here. So,
Yeah, do not need to make an attack roll. I automatically hit.
all right, that's cool. All right, yeah. So I would probably, I probably need to give you something here to actually do that with. So I think, let me know if this works. I'm going to try something a little different here and see if I can do this. If I can just drag it over to your token, without having to open your character sheet. All right, so it's going to be a small, painful thing. Does that appear?
Where would it appear?
In your inventory.
Let's see.
Looks like it did not.
I do not see a small
Okay,
painful thing.
all right. Now I got to open the character sheet.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
So roll one-handed on that?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Or thrown.
Thrown. Thrown.
And so just roll the damage on that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go. All right, so you chuck that thing at him. It hits him right in the temple. Dunk. Ah! And he just shakes his head and looks over in the direction where it came from. That definitely rung his bell. He's seeing double. And we go to, I think, our last gangster, which is back here, who does a flying jump kick towards the hammer. You got a 16. Does that beat your defense?
Yes.
Okay. You got 2 points of damage on you.
I was just kind of chuckling though. Good shot. Good try. I sort of felt that one.
And at this point, from behind the bar, you see 3 individuals that come into view.
Uh-oh.
One of which kind of looks like, and it's the dude here in the center. Kind of looks a little bit like Simu Liu from Shang-Chi. Yeah, I'll pull up a picture here for you. There's Zhao. Next to him on his right is a really attractive Asian man that looks like this. He's got kind of a white button-down shirt, but it's fully open, revealing his pectorals and abs. He's got it tucked back into the back of his red pants. Did I show you that? Sorry, did that come up?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. And then last but not least is this dude. And if you're familiar with the movie Bloodsport, it's the big Asian dude from Bloodsport.
Is it Bolo? What's his name?
Bolo, yeah.
Yeah.
Bolo Yoon, I think. Yeah.
Watch out, he breaks legs.
And the guy in the center kind of speaks up and says, "Enough! I don't know who the fuck you guys think that you are or what started this shit, but nobody fights in this club. That goes for you assholes too," and he points at his guys. "You all should know fucking better." And he,
I say he started it, and I point at the guy that's all shoved between the stairs and the stage.
"I told you I don't care who the fuck started it. Right now, I know you all came here for a reason. We can discuss it outside after we've taught you a lesson." And he motions over towards the hallway on the other side of the bar. And you see the big dude kick his neck over to the side, and you hear bones crack. And all of the Dragon's Fang guys that are left standing at this point kind of back away from the group. If they had a hold of you, they let go, and then they got their hands up and they're backing away. And these guys begin to walk towards the hallway off to the right and are looking for you to follow.
Wait, which hallway?
I'll show you here where they're going. They come out this way from behind the bar,
So this long hallway here?
head back down this way, and then walk over this way, and then there's a hallway right over here.
Okay. Do they want to fight us in a hall?
He said out back.
Sounds like high school.
Oh, out
Yeah.
back. Okay. Like high school.
Tarantino, not Daredevil.
Yeah. Do we follow him, guys? I feel like if anybody knows anything, it's them.
You're the one
Yeah.
with the gun.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
All right, so you don't have to move. I'll pull you where you need to go here. Give me just a second.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So do they go down the hallway and go out a door out back?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Is there like double handles on the doorway where we could like lock it?
This bar is ours now.
Like I look at Hammer and I'm like, bring the table leg or bring the chair leg. Is there a way for us to like bar that door?
When they go out, one of them is polite enough to keep the door open for you.
We're smart enough. Okay. Yeah, never mind. There goes that idea.
Oh boy.
I haven't really landed a good hit. I was going to go back and pick on one of the other gangsters.
All right, so you guys end up in the alley that's out back, and you can kind of see the entrance to Chinatown. Right underneath that is where the Bruce Lee statue is. So you've got Bruce Lee watching over you from behind. These guys walk to the center of the street, they turn, and then they face the group. And they say, "You came in and you fucked up our club. Now we're gonna fuck you up."
Well, hold on. We came in and ordered sake, and one of your guys started acting like a real dick.
And you are someplace you shouldn't be.
I didn't see a sign on the door. Was it written in Chinese? I mean, come on, guys. Do we really have to do this?
Oh, that sounded racist. Didn't that sound racist, Mountain?
That did kind of sound racist, man.
He cracks his neck again and then starts to step towards the group. Whoop, I'm moving everybody. Don't want to do that.
Okay, for the record, that was not intended to be racist, and I apologize if it came across that way.
But I mean, it did sound like, these are written in Chinese. Yeah, it's written in Chinese. We're in Chinatown.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, like, you know, does nobody that doesn't speak Chinese allowed? You know what? Let's talk about it later.
Okay.
And with that, the mountainous dude, Shan, we're going to call him, has now made it all the way towards you and reaches out to grab your neck with a grapple.
My neck?
Uh-huh.
How did I do? I put my sandwich in my pocket as he's approaching.
And he got a 23. So you're going to roll either acrobatics or athletics.
Let's do athletics. This is not going to go well.
12.
Nah.
Yep. Nope. He grabs hold and lifts you up off of the ground with one hand. And at this point, I think we should probably roll some initiative. I'm going to get the babysitter out of there since he's not here with us.
He could be in the background
He
cheering
could.
us on.
He's cheering on the big dude.
Probably.
All right. Oh, look at Doc. The support guy goes first.
I'll take another of my syringes
Mm-hmm.
and kind of just prime it real quick and throw it at Shan
Okay.
and hope that some of it gets in there.
All right.
So would I just roll for
Yeah, they're your dangerous stuff.
dangerous stuff? Gotcha.
Mhm.
How do I get to the? It's under features, right?
It's in inventory.
Inventory. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
Now, though, here's the thing, though. It says you're an expert at throwing objects with stationary targets. When throwing or launching a grenade or other object at a space or immobile object, you don't need to make an attack roll. You automatically hit. So if you're throwing it at him, you're going to hit.
Okay. So I'll just roll.
Just roll
damage?
damage. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 15.
And again, that's the fentanyl.
All right. Okay. So you chuck it. You hit him in the cheek, and it pierces and goes kind of into his teeth, and you see the syringe just kind of break off, and it's just dangling off of the side of his face. and you hear him go, "Mm."
You made him mad.
And off in the distance back there down the street, you see that Zhao and Handsome Han, we'll call them, have taken kung fu fighting poses, and at this point they are now spreading out and taking kind of defensive positions on either side of the street. But they are not making a move just yet. Marshall.
Okay. So I'm being lifted I'm in the air and I'm being choked basically.
Yep.
Can I reach my gun that is like in my
Yep, your
jacket?
hands are actually free and clear.
Okay, cool. How many guns do I carry?
Mhm.
I have 2. Can I get them both out? I want to put one on both sides of his ears and fire straight ahead.
Fire straight ahead, not actually into
No,
his
I don't.
head,
I don't want
but
to. No,
just
I don't want to
blank.
shoot into his head. I just
Yeah.
want to put him next to his head and essentially make him go deaf.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Because that close, he's going to get brass from one going into his ear, brass from the other is going to go one way, and it's going to burst his eardrums.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, you can make that roll.
All right, cool. So what do I roll here? One-handed attack. Well, can I shoot 2 guns at once?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay. I mean, I could just do one.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can go ahead and do both of them. That should be all right. Now, are you targeting either one of the other guys?
It's a really good idea. Yeah.
And multitask.
Heck yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. So I see them flank as I'm like starting to lose consciousness, and I want to reach in and just put him up to his head
Mm-hmm.
and then turn him
Yep. Okay.
with
so
the intent to try and hit both of them. Yeah.
here's what I'll have you do. You're gonna roll twice. But
Okay.
roll at disadvantage on both of them.
Okay.
Because you don't have like a dual wielding talent yet.
Okay. So what would that be? One-handed attack.
No. Well, yeah. One-handed
Okay.
attack for both of them. Yeah.
So there's one. And then roll the offhand attack at disadvantage. And there's the other, 7 to 6. That's
All right.
not
So
great.
you don't hit either one of the guys, but
Okay.
it does, potentially cause him some issue. What's the damage on the gun in general?
1d8.
1d8. All right. On the bottom of the chat window,
Mhm.
you'll see that the dice are all spread out down there.
Yeah.
Roll 2d4.
Let's see. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the triangle, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
2d4.
All right. So 4. All right. Cool.
I'm not rolling well tonight.
And I'm going to have him roll endurance to see if he's able to keep a hold of you. Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
wow.
jeez.
That's a
I'm gonna
critical
die
success. So you fire, and he goes, and his grip tightens around your neck.
Okay.
Work. Okay, so now Marshall, Bloodhound, you're next.
In my trench coat jacket is the hunting rifle,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna use it. So this guy is holding the marshal up. I'm
Mhm.
just gonna use it like a baton and try to like crack through his elbow.
Okay. You guys keep using stuff that's not on your character sheet the way that it should be, so I gotta give you extra stuff
We're
here.
very creative.
Yeah, you are. All right, let me drop something onto your sheet here. We are going to treat that as a medium hurtful thing. There you go.
Okay. Is that inventory?
Yep, it's in inventory now. Are you using both hands or one hand? Probably both, right? Okay, so if you click on two-handed, should be the second icon there next to what's already lit up, and then roll two-handed attack. And that got you a 9. All right. So you swing at him, hit him in the side, and it's like hitting solid rock. He doesn't even wince at that. And then if you want to go for Chairman Meow.
Yes. So my heading for Shan opens up a path for the chairman.
Mm-hmm.
Take off at a solid gallop toward the elf.
Okay. And making a claw attack.
Yes.
All right, so you go to his, then you do your +2 to hit to roll that. Yeah, not great. All right, so he takes a swipe and Zhao sidesteps just a little bit, and Chairman Meow misses and hisses.
Okay.
Then we go to Shan. Shan is going to do what's called a 1-2 punch. So he makes 2 unarmed strikes. If the first attack hits, the second is made at advantage if it's against the same target.
Ooh. I have to watch for that. Maybe level up.
I'd prefer he didn't do that. I still think we can talk this out.
Oh, 22.
Jeez.
All right, so you take 6 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
And what's your defense again?
My defense is 15, but I do have the tough.
Ooh.
So I don't know how that plays into it.
What do you mean?
I have like one of my features is tough. Does that play? Is that already like factored into my defense?
Yeah,
at all?
it's already factored in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so he does another 6 points of damage, so 12 points total. So
Okay.
he's got you up with his right hand and just bap, and just hits you right in the sternum 2 times, right in the same spot.
So I lost 12 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I just adjusted my stuff.
Right. Yeah. That
that's
did
no fun.
not feel good at all.
Okay.
Hammer.
So, first thing, is there anything around that I could use as a weapon?
Let's see here. Probably a trash can lid, a pallet, wooden pallet.
The one thing, I didn't bring my hammer because I thought we were gonna not fight,
No.
or at least we're not going. At least I was afraid it would provoke a fight walking to the bar. It's like, but I guess one thing I could have brought, like I don't remember last time I said I loaded up a gym bag.
Oh, yeah.
with bricks.
Yep.
So I guess there's no reason I wouldn't have that on me. So
Sure.
I'm gonna try this. This could go terribly wrong, or maybe it'll be cool. I'm gonna do a reckless attack, power attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get advantage, but I get a -5 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and with one of the bricks, and I'm gonna like throw it at the guy's head.
All right. And I don't think you have that on your character sheet yet, do you?
No, I do.
Oh, do you?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's well actually, and I can combine smash with it, so I might as well do that if that's cool. 'Cause that's a 0 action. I can combine with. I can do more with power attack.
I don't see it on your sheet.
It's under my strong. reckless attack, power attack, and then the smash is under the class.
Right, but you don't have like the bag, like in your
Oh, I
inventory,
didn't.
right?
I didn't know how to put that in there.
Okay,
last time.
I can do that for you. Let's see.
Go break.
That would be
It's cool
a
they have that though.
large,
That was really cool.
hurtful thing.
It's really cool they have those.
go. And we can rename that for you, but it's the large agonizing thing.
Okay. And so I'm gonna throw it. And so this is gonna be advantage with reckless, -5 to hit. Okay, I'm gonna try this. All right, so I'm gonna throw. I just put -5 in extra terms. Is that what I do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then advantage. All right. 19.
19.
All right, let me see if I get this straight. There's a lot of math going on here. Let me double check what I'm doing here. So power attack gives me a +10 to damage. Okay. All right, so I hit the damage and add 10 to it, and then I'll get my smash too on top of that, which I can't. I have to roll that separately. Smash
Nice.
is this? It's what with a power attack? It's a +1d12. So where's 12? All right, so 33.
Wow, look at that.
That's using some
That's
combos.
math. That's the math.
See, math can be useful in real life.
I did use math later in my life.
Math saved my life.
Okay.
Yeah, that hurt. And you sling that thing at him, and it catches him on the side of the head. And you've seen him now crack his neck like 2 times. You're forcing it to go the other way, and it just goes and cracks again, and his grip on the marshal loosens enough to where he drops him.
All right, cool.
Sickle.
Thanks. Good job. Is he still standing?
Shan, yeah.
Yeah.
The mountain's still standing.
All right. I am. Let's see. I'm gonna. While this was going on, I'm not just standing there watching. I'm gonna move around. I want to try to get around behind him, like sneak around behind him while all this stuff's going on.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna. I guess I'm gonna go for my katana, but I'm gonna go for his Achilles tendons.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Two-handed. Normal.
You said two-handed?
Advantage or
I don't think it's going to give you advantage this time.
okay.
But I mean, if you want to do two-handed, you certainly could with that. Yeah, I mean, it's going to give you more damage to actually hit.
Well, it's my katana.
Oh, your katana. I
Yeah.
thought you were doing the kama. Yeah, so yeah, I'd go two-handed. Yeah.
But normal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 22. Look at that shit. All right, roll your damage.
What's my damage?
Oh, what? Okay, 14. Wow.
Been hit by the hammer and the sickle.
All right, so you come in, and I just kind of picture you kind of spinning in and going down to one knee and just
Of course.
slicing.
Yes.
And it hits both ankles on the back, hits the Achilles tendons, and he just topples backward and lands on his back. He doesn't scream, he doesn't yell. When he hits, he just expels a bunch of air.
Gross.
and just breathes and is just gasping now for air because you have just taken all of the fight out of this dude for sure. With that, you see Handsome Han and Zhao the elf stop in their tracks, and they look at Shan, and they look at each other, and Handsome Han says, "They toppled the mountain." And Zhao is like, puts his hands up, and he's like, "Okay, you've proven yourself. We don't need to do this anymore. It's all good." What do you want?
All right. Question time.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get my voice back from, what do you call him, the mountain?
Yeah, the mountain.
Yeah, okay, that's apt. Doc, or tell him what we need.
We need to know about the explosion at the meeting a while back.
What about it?
What do you know about it?
I other than the fact that it killed some of our guys, that's about all I know. I wasn't there. You think that I know who did it? I don't know who the fuck did it. Even if I did,
Okay. What about you know anybody named Charlotte?
Never heard of her.
Can I roll insight to see if he's lying?
Sure.
I can tell.
Mhm.
I would like to also.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, please do, because I suck at insight.
Perception or
Oh
insight?
wow, actually that was good.
I can't roll tonight.
Bloodhound
that's good.
did a pretty good one there. So I would say between the hammer and the Bloodhound for sure. He is obviously scared right now because you took out their biggest dude in just a couple of swipes. He's nervous, but he doesn't necessarily seem to know for sure what it is that you're after or that you're asking. Now, I will say with his hands up, Doc, you were the one that was questioning him.
Mm-hmm.
Make a perception check for me. Hey, okay, all right. So it comes to your recollection that the one thing that Tony Rocky Horror had said, now I know you weren't present when that happened, but you guys have talked since then, so you know why you're there, is that he was approached by a guy with a dragon tattoo. And you see on his arm that he has like a dragon that is kind of crawling up the arm onto the back of his hand.
Oh, wait a minute. You know Rocky Horror.
I know who Rocky Horror is.
You talked to him about the explosion. You talked to him about something. We've talked to other people. You're full of shit.
I didn't talk to nobody about a fucking explosion. Not to Tony Rocky Horror. I haven't seen Tony Rocky Horror in like months.
Hammer, do you think you could maybe help this guy remember something?
Yeah, I'll take out a brick. Kind of. I go, yeah. Sometimes you just got to get hit in the head a little bit to remember things.
Make an intimidation roll.
Oh, but my intimidation sucks. 'Cause it's what? Because it's under charisma and it doesn't allow like muscle intimidation. Can I use strength for this? Is there like a feat to allow you to do that?
There might be. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think you just got to go straight intimidation.
All right.
I think the thing about him is he's all muscle, but he's always smiling all the time, so he never really looks like he's serious.
I will kill you. I'm kidding. Joke.
Joke.
All right.
I'll.
Hey,
I'll
15.
not terrible.
Okay. No, that's good. He got it. He got it.
Good.
And he says, "Look, man, fuck. All right. You want someone that has the answers? You got to take it up the chain. There's one of our other guys that made it out of there alive. Dude's name is Baihu Lu. He goes by the name White Tiger. You can find him at the King Walk Bistro. It's just across town, Chinatown."
All right.
What do you guys think?
I don't know. I still think he's full of shit.
I think so too.
Do we need to make Can we make another insight roll? just to
Well,
see?
based off of the insight roll that you guys got, I mean,
Okay.
I'm going to kind of carry that over.
That's good.
What he's saying, he really seems to be telling the truth at this point. So he has a dragon tattoo, yes, but he seems very adamant about the fact that he has not talked to Tony Rocky Horror in months. And with the hammer now threatening to smash his face in with a brick, that certainly would have encouraged him to come forward if, you know, I mean, you could tell he's about ready to wet his pants.
Yeah. Well, I guess dragon tattoos probably are kind of popular with these guys.
You say that out loud?
Excuse me, Doc.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of racist.
No, I can say that.
Oh, really? Why? You
Uh,
can't be racist?
I've got a dragon tattoo now.
Handsome Han overheard Doc say that, and he takes his right hand and pulls the sleeve of his shirt up, and you see another dragon tattoo on his arm.
No, it's because of the gang, man. Dragon's Fang. Dragon.
And I look at Handsome Han, I point to him and Chow, I say,
It sounds racist, right? I mean, a little bit.
I mean, a little bit racist, but he's also Chinese.
But still a little bit.
And then I turn around and I go like this, and I have this little tattoo on my back, and it's a little dragon too.
And I'll turn around and pull down my pants a little bit. There's a butt cheek and there's a dragon tattoo.
See,
Very
very common
popular.
motif for tattoos.
I hate every one of you.
So you guys good to clean this up? And we'll head over to talk to this other guy.
Bistro.
Yeah, Baihu Lu is his name.
White Tiger.
Liu, the White Tiger. Yeah, we got it. Look, no trouble. We don't have to say anything about this. We'll clean up the mess. You were never here.
Sounds good.
does the mountain have pockets on his pants?
Yes.
I rifle through him to see if there's anything in there.
Okay. Let's see if he's got anything. He does not. He just relies completely on his fists.
Okay. Then
You probably find about $500 in there, though.
Okay, I take it.
Okay.
See, dickhead.
They let you.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right.
All right, so we'll call it there for tonight. I figured we need a little kung fu fighting for everybody. So next time we'll meet up at the King Walk Bistro in search of the White Tiger and see what information perhaps he might have for the crew.
Nice.
Okay,
All right.
And remember,
Oh.
kids, math will save your life.
math will save your life.
And a katana.
And that too, yes.
Yeah.
And a
if
bag
math
full of
fails,
bricks.
yeah, resort to violence.
All right, well, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Sleep
Thanks,
well.
everybody.
All right.
Bye.